This is a water-splitting magic sword. If you carve a precise magic circle on the blade, it can literally split the ocean in half. Jack used the sword to cut through a raging river, then he drove it deep into the riverbed, forging a path through the torrent. His friend John rushed in, saving the people trapped in the carriage. The rescue was a total success. The merchant hugged his son in excitement. Jack's disciples stared at the magical sword in awe. Their eyes literally sparkled. Julie leaned in for a closer look. Jack immediately put the sword away. A weapon with that much magic power must be handled carefully. Apprentices aren't allowed to touch it casually. To be safe, Jack and John split up with the disciples, checking upstream and downstream for disaster. Jenny and Mary stayed behind to help the injured. Mary felt frustrated. She really wanted to join the real rescue. Instead, she was stuck drying clothes. Her impatience grew. Jenny had just finished bandaging a wounded person. The person called her a little mage. Jenny felt so happy she floated a little. Suddenly a shout pulled her back to reality. The boy they rescued climbed back down the riverbank. He tried to reach cargo stuck in a rock crevice. He didn't know the wall had collapsed before. Before he could grab the cargo, the rocks fell again. Jenny got caught in the collapse too. Luckily the boulder didn't crush her. She saw the unconscious boy below. His father freaked out. He begged Mary to save his son. People gathered around, all eyes on Mary full of hope. This atmosphere dragged Mary back into her old shadow. As the child of a top mage, she'd always been expected to excel. Compared to others, she felt ordinary. People constantly doubted her abilities. Jenny never gave up. But when the father expressed disappointment, a shadow fell over her heart. This shadow still lingers. Jenny's shout pulled her back to reality. To handle the rescue better, Mary asked Jenny to describe their situation. Jenny quickly assessed the scene. Luckily the river near the bank was slow and safe, but the mud was slippery, making it hard to climb. The boy was unconscious, and the rocks pinning him were too heavy for adults. The magic tools and papers were soaked. Mages can't draw magic circles in front of normal people. Jenny felt her heart sink. Then she thought of a solution: drying magic. Mary instantly understood. She tied a ring to a branch and tossed it to Jenny. Once the papers dried, Jenny could use her newly learned levitation magic to lift the rocks. Mary knew it would be tough for Jenny. Mages need a long cloak to hide their hands while drawing in secret. Jenny had never done this before. Mary decided to distract everyone. She announced her identity loudly. She would cast the magic next. A firebird shot into the sky. The villagers' eyes were glued to it. Under Mary's cover, Jenny got a chance to draw her magic circle, but at the giant rock, she saw the real challenge. Levitation alone couldn't move such heavy rocks. They hit a deadlock again. Then the boy woke up. He saw the glowing bird in the sky and thought he'd reached heaven. Jenny explained it was her friend's magic. That inspired her with a solution. Meanwhile, Mary ran into trouble too. The crowd loved the glowing bird, but it didn't help with the rescue. The boy's father panicked, trying to climb down the cliff himself, but Jenny had already levitated the boy to safety. Later, Mary realized Jenny had used fragment rock magic to break the boulders, then drew levitation magic on her cloak and floated the boy safely up. Even though Jenny saved the boy, she credited Mary for her part. It was the glowing bird that reminded her of her friend's magic. Mary pouted. The bird was there to call the teacher back, not to save you. Jenny didn't care. She felt fulfilled seeing the rescued boy, but trouble wasn't over. White ribbons fell from the sky, binding Jenny and Mary, lifting them into the air. Mary saw silver ties and raincoat hoods. She realized who had come. It was the fearsome Magic Police Corps.